Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper and this is the home of That's Just Prime, the comprehensive Optimus Prime review series. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine videos, unboxings, blogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click that subscribe button and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see.
Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Wei Jiang M01 Commander KO Oversized Optimus Prime, and I love this toy. This figure came out originally back in 2016, so it's been out for a while, and in doing my research, I haven't been able to pin down an exact price range on this guy. I believe he originally retailed for about $150, but because it's been out for so long, he's actually sold out on a lot of sites, and the few sites that I've been able to find him on ranges for somewhere between 70 to 80. So this is actually a really good time to get him. This is a fantastic, beautiful masterpiece of a figure that's been price dropped. So if you can find it, it's a good price. This is the time to get it. Now, this figure was donated, or this was a gift from subscriber to this channel, Dr. Algie, or Dr. Algie. I always get that wrong. I know he's told me and I always get it wrong. But I am absolutely blown away by the generosity of the doctor. We're just going to call him the doctor. This is an amazing, amazing, beautiful figure. Blew my mind when I saw this package. I couldn't believe he'd sent me this. This is definitely already made it to my top 5 Optimus Prime figures. I'm going to go into the top 5. This is an absolute beautiful masterpiece of a figure. So here we have the figure in truck mode. This is a huge figure. Like I said earlier, this is an oversized figure. So basically what we're looking at here is the Evasion mode Optimus Prime that has been oversized, but also a lot of detail has been added, some extra steps, some extra pieces have been added, and die-cast has been added. The attention to detail is absolutely breathtaking. Basically, they took that Evasion mode Voyager size Optimus Prime and made an absolute masterpiece of a figure out of it. And I'm probably going to say that a lot because that is exactly what this is. This is a masterpiece level figure. This is absolutely stunning. I cannot believe that I haven't looked at this figure before now. So taking a look at it real quick here in vehicle mode, it is approximately 8 inches long. It's just about 4.5 inches tall at the top of the cab, 5.5 if you want to go up here to the top of the smokestacks. And going all the way around, we've got that flat nose truck. I absolutely love this because it took that Evasion mode Optimus Prime and it gave it a true G1 look. I mean, on first glance, when you look at this, this looks like G1 Optimus. And I absolutely love that. So, you know, it's not exactly movie accurate because some things have been changed. For example, we've got the dual smokestacks back here now instead of just the single one like the one in the movie did. And of course, we don't have the stripes anymore. We've just got the red cap with the silver stripes. So yes, in vehicle mode, very G1 looking Prime, but wait until you see the robot mode for this. This thing it really does surprise you in what this figure can do. So continuing to go all the way around just so you can see all the details, all the rivets, the windows are there, just the level of detail that they've added to this, the gas tanks, the way that the feet fold up. Yes, the feet are still there, but the way they fold up actually does a better job of kind of hiding them. There is an oversized MP trailer that works with this that I'm hoping I'm going to be able to find one of because you can plug in a trailer and you have yourself like a whole G1 Prime thing going. You've got these panels added back here to close up the gap. If you remember Evasion mode, this was open and you could see the faux chest inside. Now we've got these panels to button everything up and look real nice. We've got these fenders back here. They've actually completed these whole fenders, and what these do in transformation, very, very cool. You've got all the detail back here. You've got an actual fifth wheel molded in back here. Lots of you actually got rubber tires, chrome wheels. Absolutely stunning, beautiful figure. This thing is absolutely stunning. I cannot say that enough. Real quick, a couple of quick comparisons. Here he is with the figure he was based on, Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Now, this is the one from the 2-pack that came out later on. I just like this, the way that this one is detailed better. But you can see where all the cues came from. Basically, what we're looking at here is this figure, but this big with die-cast parts and added parts and all that. You can see all of the cleaning up that they've done. You can see, for example, the original one did not have the fenders, where this one does. We've got these panels back here now. We've got the dual smokestacks where this one only had the one, and the open back where you could see the faux chest and you can see the head up in there. So you can see all of the additions that have been made to this figure. So there you go for a quick comparison with Evasion Mode Prime. One more quick comparison, because I am calling this a masterpiece figure, and it is a movie figure. I know it looks G1 now, but trust me, this is a movie figure. Here he is with movie masterpiece Optimus Prime, a figure that I said I wasn't going to transform again, and here I am transforming it again. I think this is the 3rd time I've transformed this for you guys, so I hope you guys are grateful. So anyway, yeah, the comparisons between these two in robot mode are going to be so cool. Let's just get that guy off to the side real quick. Now, Commander also did come with a ton of accessories. So starting off right here, we've got his instruction book, which is an actual book, very nicely detailed. Then again, this is, again, the Evasion Mode Prime. So if you're familiar with that figure, you know most of the transformation with this guy already. You just had a couple of new bits to learn. So it's a relatively simple figure to transform, which I love about it. But here's the book, just in case you need that. He's got this shield. None of this stuff can be used in vehicle mode, so I'm just going to go ahead and show it off now. So you got the shield. We've got 2 swords, and we've got this big Batman axe right here. I don't get the whole thing with Prime and axes, but there it is. It's actually a really cool, very metal axe right there. And finally, he comes with an extra face. So the face that he comes packaged with, or the head rather, or yeah, the face, it has the faceplate. This one is the non-faceplate version. If you want to put that on, there's a little screw on the back of the head. You just unscrew it, swap out the heads, screw this one back on, and you're done. Which I'm not going to be doing because, as you guys know, I am a big fan of my Primes having their faceplates. So we'll go ahead and set all of that off to the side. And then finally, the last thing I'm going to do before I transform him is that spot right there is perfect for an Autobot label. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And there we go. And how awesome does that look now? And again, this is really only for the purposes of vehicle mode, because he looks so G1 in vehicle mode. This just helps. So, you know, with that G1 motif, we're not going to see any of this in robot mode anyway. So, you know, if you're worried about, I mean, it's a KO anyway, but if you're worried about maybe not looking movie accurate or whatever the case may be, don't worry, we're not going to see any of this in robot mode. So let's get into transformation. And again, we've got a couple of new steps here. So we're going to start right here with the mirrors. Fold these in, take the smokestacks, and we're going to push these down until they clip into place. And then push these, or rather rotate these out to the side. So we've got these brand new panels here in the back. And these are tabbed in. You can see the little hole right there. Tab right there to the top of the cab. So go ahead and just pop these off. Bring these down. And we're going to reach in here and grab the faux chest, just like we did with Evasion mode. And bring this guy all the way out. There you go. Now you want to note that you can see the hands inside. And when you transform this guy back into robot mode, I actually... that the fists should be laid out flat with the finger, all the fingers pointing straight down and the thumb out like this. That one got away from me. The thumb turned on me. I didn't even notice that it did that, but obviously it didn't affect the transformation. But this is the way you want it. So, all right, so we've got that all out and out of the way now. Come down to the wheels and pull these out to pop them. And what I like to do here on the top, let's see, let's move this up because this figure is going to get very tall. There we go. All right, so what I like to do here is take these panels here and just kind of pop these off. And as I push this, you'll notice right there, as I push the roof up, the nose kind of broke apart on its own. That's exactly what we want. So we want to bring this up And again, just kind of untab those and bring the head out and around like that. And we're going to leave it about 3/4 of the way right there. Okay, go ahead and start pulling. Since we pulled the wheels already, we can start pulling the sides of the panels of the vehicle here. That's going to allow us to take the entire nose of the vehicle once we get everything untabbed and pull it straight forward. I haven't had a single issue transforming this guy all week. There we go. All right, so this is tabbed in. There's a tab right there that's tabbed into there. You want to make sure when you go into vehicle mode that that gets tabbed in really securely. Otherwise, the front of the vehicle doesn't line up and the wheels kind of scrape and he doesn't roll nicely. So you want to make sure that gets tabbed into there. So that's what's so secure right now. So just kind of pull that out and just kind of point it down and out of the way for the time being. Take these panels here. This is a new added piece. So these panels right here we'll go ahead and just actually bring the entire arm up. Just bring the whole arm up like so. This panel is going to fold down. That's a new step. Take the hand, bring it up, and then turn it and just kind of point it outwards of the vehicle right there. So there you go. We've got that. We're going to do the same thing over here. So just kind of bring the entire arm up. Work it around this panel here. Fold this panel down, bring the hand up, rotate it, and there we go. That's ready to go. So now with everything down, we want to bring the arms back as far as they'll go. Keep the head up at an angle like this, because what we're going to do now is we're going to rotate this panel just like we did with Evasion mode. Now what you want to watch for here are these panels that we brought down in the first step. We want to make sure that we bring these with us. So just rotate this whole thing around like so. Bring the arm down. This is going to come down. Straighten out the arm. Now, these panels, again, these are new. So what we're going to do here is rotate this down, bend it at this hinge here, and then this little H piece here is going to clip into this tab right there. This panel is going to tab in there, and then this panel is going to tab into itself here, and then rotate the smokestack down. There we go. Same thing on the other side. So one more time, we're going to just take this entire panel, rotate this entire thing around, bring the arm down a little bit, rotate this piece down, straighten out the forearm, bring down the panels, fold and tab, fold and tab, fold and tab, bring the smokestack down. There you go, all set. Now we can go ahead and bring down the head all the way, bring down the chest, and just kind of get it in there. Start bringing this panel up. Bring out the smokestacks, and as you come up, you're going to want to make sure you come down here, take these little panels, these are new. We're going to want to rotate these up and out of the way to leave this opening clear so that it can get all the way through and this piece can come through it. So that's going to come all the way forward. And then the side panels are going to come in and tab right there. And this side already tabbed there. Straighten out the arms a little bit. And then go ahead and close up the chest. All right. Another new step. So now we've got Prime pretty much in his little wheelchair configuration. But new step. See the tanks right here? Go ahead and pop these off the thighs. Bring it around. These panels that we just rotated a moment ago, they got these little holes right here that used to tab into the back of the truck. Tab these gas tanks right here. We're going to do something really cool with those in a minute. Those are also added accessories that I did not show off because they were in vehicle mode. They were accessories in disguise. All right, there we go. So there it is. There's Prime's entire top of the body pretty much done. So go ahead and pick him up and straighten out his legs. Couple of new steps here. Very, very cool new steps. All right, so let's start down here. We're going to separate the legs right here. And I absolutely love this. The back of the wheel, this middle wheel right here, this is going to untab there. It's going to rotate on this piece and then tab in right here where the gas tanks were at. Take the wheel well, untab that, and bring it down. Go ahead. This can be a little worksome here. We want to separate that and then rotate the leg just like we did with Evasion. Rotate it all the way around, bring it down. Take the toe, bend it down, rotate it, and bring it back up again. And finally, bring out the knee plate. There's your leg, all done. Same thing over here. So we're going to take the wheel, untab it, rotate it, tab it on the thigh, fold down the wheel well or the fender. Make sure you separate that start rotating. Bring it all the way around. Clearance issue right there. Rotate the toe. Bring out the knee plate. Get them all nice and straightened out. Oh, I did forget to do one thing. Up here on the head, the neck joint is going to come up and forward like that. There we go. All right, get them all nice and straightened out. Let's back up because, again, this guy is absolutely massive. And there is our M01 Commander in robot mode. And again, I can't say enough just how absolutely beautiful. This is just a masterpiece of a figure. This is mind-blowing to me. He's absolutely massive, by the way. He's about 12 inches tall right here in robot mode. So he's absolutely massive. Again, for comparison, here he is next to movie masterpiece Optimus Prime. And again, I think this guy did it better than this guy. Not only is he absolutely look at the size of this guy. But yeah, I think this guy pulls off the movie look better than this guy. Don't get me wrong, still love the Masterpiece Prime. I don't like transforming him, but I do think he looks absolutely stunning in both his vehicle and his robot mode. I'm not sure what I'm doing here with these wheels. But there you go. Yeah, this just, I don't know. I love this. I like this better than this for some reason. Still love this guy, no love lost, but man, just look at that. That's just absolutely stunning. And considering the vehicle that he came from, I mean, again, this is just plastic and die-cast origami. This is just absolute masterpiece of a figure. One more comparison. Here he is with the Evasion Mode Prime. Again, this is the figure that he is based on, and you can see all the cues, all the design cues, and then all the differences and the improvements that they made. You know, the flaps that are gone now, the wheels, the way they turn, the way the wheels rotate up to the hips, and the gas tanks go on the back. I mean, just really, they just took this and made a masterpiece out of it, which is absolutely just stunning. Let's go all the way around so you can see all of the detail. Again, I mean, just it's movie Prime. Check that out. All of the details are there. There's nothing loose. There's no kibble. There's no backpack. There's no hollowness. There's nothing that shouldn't be there. Everything just looks like it's in the right place, and it looks absolutely stunning. I don't know what is going on with this panel today, but it's decided that it doesn't want to play. There we go. So there we go. Articulation-wise, so the head has got this rocker for the base of the neck that can go forward and backwards, and then the head itself is on a ball joint up and down, side to side, a little bit of tilt. Shoulders can go forward and backwards all the way around. You got a ratchet to go outwards with. You got a rotation right above the elbow. The bend at the elbow stays the same as with the Evasion mode. So you got this kind of this weird elbow where he doesn't, it kind of looks weird when you put the arm straight like that. It kind of has this weird angle, but you can bend them at the elbow like that. The hand is on it's on a rotating T-joint. So you got a rotation, and then you got this back and forth right here. The thumb is on a ball joint, and then the fingers are all together, but they're hinged at the base and at the mid knuckle. You have a rotation at the waist. Legs can go forward, backwards, in and out. You do have the wheels kind of get in the way a little bit, but you can go out about that much. Rotation at the thigh, bend at the knee, and the feet can go forward and backwards, and you also have an ankle tilt. So very nicely articulated as well. All right, let's get into accessories because we got a lot of them. Starting with the tanks in the back. I told you we were going to do something cool with these guys. You're wondering, why are these part forming pieces? Well, honestly, if they weren't parts forming, you wouldn't be able to do this cool thing that you did with the wheels here. So I don't mind that at all. The tank should be on his back anyway. That's the way it was in the movie. So I don't mind these being parts formed anyway. But on top of all of that, they're also going to do something cool. So you're going to take one tank, rotate this out. This is going to be the handle. Rotate this top piece here to show a little bit of robotic detail. Take this one, rotate this piece out. Come on. There we go. Rotate that out. Rotate the top of the drum again. Bring that in. And then these guys are going to snap together. Just like that. And now we've got ourselves a rifle. Now, the way that he holds his accessories is exactly like Masterpiece figures do. We got a slot right there inside of the hand. we've got tabs on each side of the handle. So this guy can just plug in right there. And then you can just kind of wrap your fingers around it. And there you go. He's holding that rifle, which I think looks okay. I think it looks pretty good. But we've got more weapons. So getting on with it. Let's go ahead and pop this guy off. They tab in there very, very securely, by the way. And I'm just going to transform these back into gas tanks and put them right back on his back again. So let's just rotate that. Put that away. Go around his back and pop these guys right back in here again. There and there. Okay. More accessories. What do we want? Okay, so let's look at the shield again. So you got this little handle that just kind of pulls out right there. And again, you've got the tabs on each side of the handle. So just pick a hand and tab it into his hand. Because the handle rotates, you can kind of also rotate. The handle and the wrist both rotate, so you can kind of rotate this thing all over the place to wherever you want to put it. The axe itself, no tabs on this. You're just going to literally just put this in his hand. Let me move the thumb up. Put that in his hand, rotate the hand or the fingers around it, and just kind of, he has a good grip over it. There you go. And you can put it up as high or as low as you want. But there you go. So there's Prime with his axe and his, and pull that back a little bit. Prime with his axe and his shield. There you go. And we can do it. It does get heavy. The die cast kind of makes it heavy, but you can move the stuff around and do some poses with them and whatnot. I have had some cool poses with them. So there you go. Yes, that looks all right, I think. Now, my favorite accessories, let's go ahead and pull these off, are going to be the swords. Let's go ahead and pop those off. And then you got the swords, same thing. You got a handle with the tabs, one on each. So you're just going to wrap that around his hand, or tab that into his hand, and then wrap his hand around it like so. And then turn it. And it does a really good job of giving him that look like it's coming out of his hand, like it did in the movie. It doesn't really look like he's holding it. When you fold everything up just right, it does actually look like it's coming out of his hand, see? So I really do like that a lot. And there you go. You can get some cool poses with him and his swords and whatnot. So, yeah, absolutely just stunning. I think I'm going to leave him like this for the outro. What do you guys think? Again, this guy's just absolutely massive. What a beauty. I don't know where I'm going to put him. He's probably going to stay here on my desk for a while because I just can't stop staring at him. He is such an absolute beautiful masterpiece of a figure. I can't recommend this guy enough. Again, Dr. Algie, the doctor, thank you so much for this extremely generous donation gift to the channel. I cannot believe that I haven't looked at this figure before because it is absolutely stunning and very quickly made its place into the top 5 favorite Optimus Primes in my collection. I can't stop gawking at it and just be amazed by this figure. It's amazing how we took a figure that we already had that was an okay figure, but it just made it an absolute masterpiece out of it, and just really, really impressed. So again, Doctor, thank you so much for the gift, and I think that about does it for the Wei Jiang M01 Commander oversized masterpiece evasion mode Optimus Prime. I really don't even know what to call him. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got that donate button up there. If you want to hit on that, I certainly would appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see. And I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.